Today we continue our series looking at pairing up mono-colored commanders from Battle for Baldur's Gate. One of the creatures that caught my eye was Ganax, Astral Hunter. I love tribal commanders with upside, and this one I felt was the perfect match for Acolyte of Bahamut. Before we take a closer look at our commander pairing, I just wanted to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel and the YouTube algorithm. I've also started a Patreon for people who wish to support the channel directly. For fans of this channel who have been asking me to build decks around specific commanders, there is a tier for that. You can sign up on patreon.com/Danon, or click the link in the description below. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Before Miram got spoiled, I was wanting to build a Ganax Astral Hunter deck. The debate was, do I go for Acolyte of Bahamut or Feywild Visitor? We've had Gruul dragons since before Gruul was a name, but Izzet is my favorite color combination. I finally settled on Acolyte of Bahamut because dragons are expensive and casting them for cheap sounds fun. Ganax Astral Hunter is a 5-mana, 3/4 legendary dragon with flying. They also say that whenever they or another dragon enter the battlefield under our control, we create a treasure token. And, like all monocolored commanders from Battle for Baldur's Gate, we can choose a background. Acolyte of Bahamut is a 2-mana enchantment that says commander creatures you own have the first dragon spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. So not only do we make treasures every time we cast a dragon, our first dragon is cheaper. With the right setup, the casting of our dragons is reduced by 3. Okay, so we know this is going to be a tribal deck, and we're going to want a lot of dragons. I also tried to make this deck as cheap as possible. My goal was $50, but it wound up being around $80. 2 of the cards I feel are very important to this deck, and the 2 of them came to just shy of $15. But before we get into our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. To start, let's take a look at our dragons. For the most part, our dragons are how we win. We beat our opponents down with giant flying dragons. To start, we have Varric's Bladewing, Hunted Dragon, Amethyst Dragon, Shivan Dragon, Drakuseth Maw of Flames, Tyrant's Familiar, and Earthquake Dragon. For additional mana ramp, we've got Savage Vent Maw. Dragons that pump our team consist of Thrakus the Butcher, Warmonger Hellkite, and Atarka Worldrender. Our card advantage dragons consist of Backdraft Hellkite, Dragon Mage, and Skyline Despot. And finally, dragons with good end of the battlefield triggers: Obsidian Charmaw, Scourge of Valkus, Red Dragon, Terror of Mount Velis, and Thunder Dragon. For support cards, we have Dragon Tempest, Rhythm of the Wild, Fires of Yavimaya, Swiftfoot Boots, and Molten Echoes. Finally, as a way to close out games, a Relentless Assault. Our interaction consists of Beast Within, Naturalize, Return to Nature, which is also our first piece of graveyard aid, Chaos Warp, Hull Breach, Decimate, Abrade, Reclamation Sage, Destructive Revelry, Bolt Bend, and Relic of Progenitus, which is our second piece of graveyard aid. For board wipes, we have Clouth's Will, Earthquake, and Magmaquake. Our card advantage consists of Kindred Summons, Garruk's Uprising, Colossal Majesty, Wheel of Misfortune, Harmonize, Escape into the Wilds, Elemental Bond, Outpost Siege, Sunbird's Invocation, and Rishkar's Expertise. Mana ramp, we're running both of the new Dragon Orbs from Battle for Baldur's Gate, mostly for flavor, but they are fun, as well as Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Dragon's Hoard for mana rocks. To fetch additional lands, we've got Sakura Tribe Elder, 3 Visits, Farseek, Nature's Lore, Cultivate, and Migration Path. Finally, a Goblin and Narcomancer to help us reduce the mana cost on almost all of our spells. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Haven of the Spirit Dragon, Path of Ancestry, Unclaimed Territory, Secluded Courtyard, Cinderglade, Game Trail, Mossfire Valley, Temple of Abandon, Highland Forest, Rugged Highlands, Racer's Ring, Gruul Guildgate, Kazandu Refuge, Myriad Landscape for additional ramp, Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse for color fixing, 10 mountains, and 9 forests. So let's see how our deck compares to our checklist. 51 mana sources, split between 37 lands and 14 pieces of ramp. A little heavy, but 2 are in the command zone, and dragons can get expensive, so that's fine. 12 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of spot removal, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card in Relentless Assault. So our deck checks all the boxes and comes in at a reasonable $80. Beating our opponents down with Gruul is always fun. But what about upgrades? Obviously there are some awesome dragons in Gruul that we could add, as well as fixing the mana base. But I wanted to have a shorter video this time. My editor Cute Stuff has been having a rough couple of weeks, so I didn't want to push her too hard. Once again, a huge shout out to her though. I seriously couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire Cute Stuff to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. Please like and subscribe for more content. I post new Commander videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or you can click here for additional videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Dana.